Good morning, everybody. Today I want to quickly demo a system that we built for one of our middle schools that wanted to implement a flex block a couple of times during the week. They're calling it posts, so anywhere you see post in here, it basically means flex. So the issue we had was, how can we build a system that is going to give teachers and grade teams the ability to quickly create, remove, and change those sessions kind of on the fly and not require an administrator or an IT person to do that for them. How do we find something that is cost effective? How do we again give teachers the ability to quickly assign students to those flex blocks and move them around if need be? And then once we've kind of created the sessions, assign the kids to them, how do we create a list, like almost like an attendance list for the teachers that are responsible for that session to know who's actually supposed to be there? And then finally, we know what middle school kids are like. How do we remind them what sessions they're supposed to be in? So this is kind of the solution that we've come up with. I should note that right now I'm demoing just the grade 6 kids. So there would be a separate spreadsheet for, or workbook, whatever you want to call it, for the grade 7s, and then a separate one for the grade 8s. But there's only one workbook or spreadsheet per grade. So that means that all the grade 6 teachers, the entire grade 6 team, and the administration all will be working in and accessing this one document. And for some that sounds a little bit scary, and we had a couple of hiccups early on, but once you start working with it, it's super easy to use, and you're not having to constantly be jumping back and forth between multiple documents. So this has worked really, really well. So let me just quickly demo what it consists of and what it can do. So the first thing you're going to notice across the bottom are we have a couple of tabs here that say 6-1, 6-2, 6-3. These are the different homerooms of the grade 6 students. Another thing I should point out at this stage, this is all fake student information. So basically each of these tabs represent a different grade 6 homeroom. And the very first thing that you're going to need to do is basically just bring in the names of the students, and you're going to place them into this first column. So you would do that across all of the different pages here. And if you needed another page, you could literally just add another page into this. You'd have to do a couple of quick modifications in a couple of these other sheets, but I can provide instruction on that if you'd like to know how. So basically you're just going to put the students' names in here, and then you're going to only use this particular sheet to assign the kids to their sessions. Okay, so once the kids' names are in here, let's say you want to put Lynn Davis in a session on Tuesday, you'll just click on the drop down, select the session that you want her to go into, and that's automatically going to change the room number based on where that is located. So I'll switch it to it, and you can see that that's changing automatically. So how is that changing, and where is this information coming from? This is the Change Sessions tab. And so basically you can see that they're running their post or their flex on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So their grade team is either getting together on Fridays or Mondays, deciding what the sessions are going to be for that week, what's the essential outcome work that is being used to, again, provide that targeted intervention to support the literacy and numeracy needs of their kids. So they're going to create the sessions, and they're going to put the locations in here. Whether or not you want to do the essential outcome, it's totally up to you. This actually isn't even used in the system. It's just a means of tracking what essential outcomes the staff are focusing on. It's more just an information piece for the administration. So basically you're going to come in, you're going to make changes into this group, okay? Make the location change, and then all of this information is now being fed into the correct columns here. So the Tuesday post session, so if I come over here, you can see the Tuesday session, it starts with the T Svensson and comes down to FSL door. So if I come into the 6L and I click on one of these, you'll see that that's exactly what's happening. Now this first one shows up because it's already in there, but you can see we're starting with Svensson all the way down to door. So, and when I click on door, you're going to see that it's changing the location to 207. If I come over here, there's 207. So once you've put the information onto this sheet, the only thing you need to do on these is literally just choose where you are placing that kid. And again, the homeroom teacher, sometimes they're working in conjunction with the kid. They're identifying the needs of the student, and other times it's the kid is just not pulling their weight, or the teacher has identified that this is a targeted intervention the kid needs and are just placing them into it. So that's how you're going to add the sessions. This is how you're going to add kids into those particular flex blocks. The next thing is, so once all these kids have been added and the Tuesday flex block comes around, how do the teachers know who's all supposed to be in their flex block? So that's what the Tuesday session is. It literally just shows a list of all of the different sessions that are being offered, and then it's just going to provide a list in alphabetical order of all of the kids that have been signed up for that particular session. And at this point, then you can figure out what you want to do with kids that aren't there, whether you call the office or talk to the administration or figure out how you're going to track attendance. In our sheets, we actually have another tab over here that just says attendance, and you literally just mark down the kid who isn't there, and that just automatically sends an email to the administrators. I didn't add it here because it's got a couple of other things in it, but if you want to know how to do that, again, shoot a comment below and I'll be happy to show you how it's done. Same thing with Thursday, and again, you can mess these around and format these however you want, but it's just a nice, easy way. So Beal knows that on Thursday in computers, these are all the kids that should be there. So there's a quick little attendance list, and they can do attendance however they want. I've seen some people, they just do a quick highlights and use that as an attendance thing. Okay, and then finally, again, how do we let the kids know what sessions they're supposed to be in? So what we've done is just created a couple of tabs called Student Lookup that are Tuesday and Thursday, and you use the file publish to the web option, and then you're just going to publish to the web just that Student Lookup Tuesday. Okay, so you'll publish it, and then you'll grab this link and you'll just put this link on your school website. Okay, so let me just paste it here quickly. And so when the kid goes to the website and clicks on it, it's already being kind of formatted to fit on their device pretty well, and it's in alphabetical order. So they just go down and go, okay, I'm Lisa Garcia. I'm supposed to be with Constant right now in room 109. So it's a nice, easy, quick lookup. And once you put that link on there, it's going to, once you've got the link up there once, you'll never ever have to change it, because this information automatically gets changed when you change this. So let's use, we'll use David Guest as an example. Okay, I don't even know where he is, but let's find him here. Okay, there he is, David Guest. So we're going to change his Tuesday. We'll make them both the same so it's easy. So we're going to go enrichment, and we're going to go enrichment. Okay, so now I'm going to go over to Tuesday. Let's find guest. There's enrichment. There's where he's supposed to be. Thursday, guest, enrichment 204. So you can see that it's in real time. So those two links, once you publish to the web, will always be, I think there's like a 3-minute delay or something like that. But for the most part, they're always going to be in real time. So kids just know to go to the school website on their mobile devices, click on it. Plus, the school also has this being displayed on screens around the school when it comes time for FlexBlock. So I think that's it. Again, it's really easy to use. One spreadsheet per grade team. Everybody kind of works out of this. You just find a common time where you're going to change all those sessions. You add all the kids into where they need to be. The only time that is really required here, initial setup, is just putting all the kids' names into the correct home rooms. And essentially that's it. I hope that you found this useful, and there might be a way that you can apply this to a problem that you have at your school. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to comment below. Thanks, and have a great day.